Well, hello. So this is a Messiah message. So today I want to talk about a case for Meghan McCain. Now, as a fan of The View, and I'm sure there's tons of fans of The View, you know the strength and power of The View. And with this book, The Ladies Who Punch, that has been written, I forget the name of the author, I apologize. Let me know in the comment section down below. It has really heightened that conversation about the relationship of women as we're moving forward and the Me Too movement, all those things. What does it mean? It's about having a dialogue and the growth of these individuals under a magnifying glass. And the sense of stress and the sense of trauma, perhaps, even that may, hone in on. So let's get back to Meghan McCain. I love Meghan McCain. To me, Meghan McCain, innately, on a soul level, she's like a sister. Like, I would totally hug her, and whatever she said, if she said something like really horrible, I would still be like, wait, hold on, she didn't mean it that way. So that's, you know what I mean? Let's analyze, because I think that she's like kind of like that Annie Oakley, like quick on the draw, like bah bah bah. And so it's like, ooh, hold that, girl. And I think that some of the comments, loving comments that some of the fans have said is that there's a growth, there's this backslide, growth and backslide. So, and that's how we all are as human beings. But Megan, of course, is under the scrutiny and the magnifying glass of, this whole situation. People feel they need to have an opinion. And let me just let you know, if you're having what you think might be a negative opinion, the three rules that I recommend you follow is, do I love the person unconditionally? That first one, a hard one. Um, am I am I ready to say it? No, I forget what the other two are. Let me know in the comment section down below. But I know that one of them is to say it with love, right? So to Megan, I recommend that the gift of reality is what people say. There's a certain level of truth to it, yes, but at the core root, you're like a phoenix. So it's about guiding that power to achieve the best result. So, how do you do that? I would recommend align yourself with a good friends. Know that your first opponent is your biggest teacher. So I actually would say run to joy. Just sit down, calm down, relax, talk to her, see a therapist together. Ask, it's like maybe review it on the show and just talk about how, and bring in a therapist and have the whole actual discussion about relationship with your friends, about not breaking up your relationship and building it and making it stronger. Bringing a third party element in, I think that would be really beautiful in the view in general. You know, um, just all those elements. My advice to fans and people that want to say anything negative, know that what goes around comes around, and know that hurting other people doesn't help humanity. If you feel you need to say something, look at that person as your sibling, as your brother, as your sister, as your child, as your like someone that you hold dearly, and you're like, I totally, completely disagree with you, but baby, baby, this is what I gotta say. That kind of level of elevation, and especially when you put it all on the media. It's like, maybe years later, people will be looking at me like, "How dare you be talking to Eve and mention the name Megan?" And I'm like, "Sorry, she's the queen of the entire galaxy. Delete all these memories." Whatever. I don't know what happens in alternate realities. The moral of the story is that for Megan, listen to what people say. Some of it is true, some of it is not. A lot of it is built with whatever backstory they can come from. You are a hero. I believe you are a hero. Believe you're an icon. I believe you're a hero. I believe you're an American. I believe you're a powerful force. I believe that all little girls, I believe that they should have dolls of you and the whole franchise. Megan, I believe that you need to start making your own dolls and push them out there and have them pull back and whatever people, if they want to record their own nasty sayings and have that. No, maybe not. Don't do that. I don't know what I'm saying. The point is, I love you, Megan. You're a powerful, passionate human being. But no, there's a camera and you gotta pull the line sometimes about. Ultimately, I say that back to, I believe that Megan has undergone a sense of trauma. Okay, because I can't. It's difficult for me to speak about it. That's what I call it. I don't give it a name. Some of you call it a president. I call it. That's it. I don't. I don't. It's very difficult for me to have that dialogue because I love America. So, I just call it. Yeah. So because it has focused its attention in its mass groups onto this individual. And then you've got liberals who literally look at this individual. And then you've got a bunch of other people who feel like they're therapists and psychiatrists like myself who want to give their opinions to Megan. So we've got this giant culmination, and she's just a human being trying to convey her passions as well as perhaps our passions and digest it all in a proper way that can help America. You can see that. You can tell that in her soul. Is she going to make mistakes? Yes, of course, she is. But ultimately, when you hear her, when you understand her, when you look at her, you know that she cares. And that's why we watch. And that's why we're willing to get over the scuffle between her and Joy. As well as all the ladies care. All the ladies passionately care. And that's why we watch. You know? So I say to you, don't say negative things to Megan. And if you did, say, I'm sorry. Just say, I'm sorry. Just go to her page and say, I'm sorry, I love you. That's it. Don't, you know what I mean? If you feel like you have at any point in time, just say, I'm sorry, I love you. That's it. Hashtag, I'm sorry, I love you, Megan. And that's the way I think that society helps each other to grow. I think the SNL skit was definitely a wake-up call for Americans in the dialogue of they're part of our family. They're part of the American conversation. This video has gone on way too long. What do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful eternity. Especially Megan. And Megan, make those dolls.